Hi everyone, just my usual update video message for you all just to let you know what's happening within the service at the moment. So it's been a really challenging July, I'm sure those of you that work in Worthing, you've had a really difficult time with discussions around potential reconfiguring of the service, just because of our really critical staffing issues, particularly in Worthing and Brighton, and neonatal nursing in Worthing. So I know it's been a really difficult time, and maybe communications could have been better, although it's extremely difficult to communicate such sensitive discussions with 1,000 staff that we have within our service. So I'm sorry that some of you felt very distressed by the conversations that were being had, and I hope that that things are settling down now. I know staffing has slightly improved, and a lot of that is to do with the support of our wonderful specialist midwives and our leadership teams who are working clinically for sometimes all of their hours or some of their hours to support the clinical activity. And that's actually quite difficult for them because they all have very big jobs to do already. But I think it's going really well, and a lot of the specialist midwives and managers are enjoying working clinically, and I think the feedback I'm hearing is that clinical staff are enjoying having them working clinically too. So we're talking about whether we carry on with that further down the line when things settle a bit with staffing. We're also starting to employ agency midwives, and we've had agency midwives join us at both Worthing and Brighton, and the feedback about those midwives has been really positive, that they're really a good part of the team and they're working really well. And actually the feedback from those agency midwives about the services in Brighton and Worthing has been really positive too. So thank you for making them feel so welcome and so part of the team. It really does help. I think there's been a little bit of concern about what they're being paid, but actually they're being paid about the same as we're offering as a bank incentive. So they're not being paid any more to speak of than that. Just to make you aware of that. And we've also got our wonderful newly qualified midwives joining us in the end of the year, which will really help with our workforce numbers. But obviously those staff will need a lot of support, and there's preceptorship support will be available for them when they start. So thank you for everything you're doing to continue supporting the service. Hopefully it's starting to feel a bit better. We did have some things brought up yesterday during a meeting about little bits and pieces that could make things easier. So for instance, there was something raised about how hot it was in one of the staff rooms, and that the fans had been removed. We weren't aware of that as a leadership team, so please, if there's anything that you think can be easily fixed, please just talk to one of the line managers, or use the Improve Well app that we've launched. That's exactly what that's for. It's another tool of communication for you to be able to very easily raise things with us, and so that we can quickly get things remedied and feedback to you. So please do use that as an opportunity as well. We're still seeing really, really good outcomes for the people that we care for. So our perinatal mortality rate, which is a combination of neonatal deaths and stillbirths, is much lower than the national benchmark rate. The benchmark rate is 5.2 per 1,000 births, and in June we as a service were at 2.91 per 1,000 births, so significantly lower. And also our brain injury rates are a lot lower too. Our patient experience or experience of the service users is higher than the national rate, so the Friends and Family Test ratings of very good care nationally are around 93%, and at UH Sussex they're 96% for maternity services. So despite the fact that staffing is difficult still, you're still giving amazing high quality and safe care. So thank you for everything you're all doing to contribute to that. We're making really good progress with the Maternity Safety Support Programme. We had a meeting at the end of May which reviewed all of our progress with the Maternity Improvement Plan, and we are making really good progress and moving towards the phase before exit. So we're hoping to exit the programme sometime next year, but we're moving to the next phase very shortly, which is a real progress. And thank you for everyone who's been involved in all of that work to move through the action plan and finalise the work. We do need your help with that though, so we're trying to do a lot of work around the culture within the service and how people communicate with each other and how we all work together. And we really want clinical staff to be involved in that work, whatever role you're in, to get your feedback and hear your thoughts and help us be part of the solution. So there are lots of opportunities for that with workstream meetings, questionnaires, surveys, those sorts of things. So if you're interested in becoming involved in any of the cultural improvement work, please do talk to your line manager, and we'll get you to be part of the group and help you feed into that, because we really want to hear from you. We want it to be a two-way communication and a whole team solution to making everyone's work life better and the service that we offer better. We're still working on trying to achieve a separate theatre for elective caesarean sections on all 4 sites. It's proving far more difficult than we anticipated. We had a really successful pilot at Brighton, but unfortunately we lost the theatre that we were using due to another service being prioritised for it. We're really, really working hard to remedy that, so I'm hoping that we'll find a solution soon, and we'll be focusing on the other 3 sites as well. And just to mention, there is a lot of issues nationally, as you'll all be aware, some of the unrest that's happening in various parts of the country and potentially locally. I just want to say, if any of you are feeling vulnerable, if any of you need extra support, please do reach out to either your line manager, any one of the management team, or the trust counselling service if you need extra support. There is a lot of support out there. Everyone does recognise how vulnerable you may feel particularly if you're from a different ethnic background, and there is support there for you. So please do reach out for that. Thank you everyone for everything you're doing, and I'll see you soon.